While some are finally shaking the sentiment off, there's no secret that watch snobs love to dismiss and knock quartz watches. And I get it. The quartz crisis nearly rendered the mechanical timepieces we all love extinct. So it's easy to understand why horology lovers are so protective of mechanical watchmaking. That being said, there is always a best tool for every job. And if there is any luxury timepiece truly fit for everyday wear and adventure, it is the TAG Heuer Aquaracer Professional 200 Solargraph, which, for those who do not already know, is an aquaracer that features a solar-powered movement. This 2023 LVMH Watch Week novelty is the sequel to the highly sought-after collection debuting model from last Watches and Wonders. With only 1,000 of this initial steel and carbon DLC model made last year, many were left waiting for production to ramp up. Fortunately, not only will there be more of the first Solargraph available for purchase, but we also now have a second model in full sandblasted titanium on a case-matching bracelet rather than a rubber strap. Based on my experience with my Zenith Night Surfer Time+Tide edition, blasted titanium is the perfect material choice for a daily wearer, as it wears its scratches far better than the typical mixed satin and polished finishes we usually see. In hand, the 40mm watch, 11.5mm thick and 47mm across the wrist lug to lug, is astoundingly light. Normally, luxury is associated with heft, but there's something to be said when a manufacturer intends for a watch to be lightweight and truly succeeds in this mission, knowing that this is going to be a sports watch. It does not make sense to have a paperweight on your wrist dragging you down during your adventures. So, while those not used to the feeling of titanium on their wrists may be initially baffled, trust me, the feather-like lightness on the wrist is a huge functional advantage. And the Solargraph also has a 200-meter depth rating, secured by a screw-down crown, I might add. So it is more than up to the task of your adventures above and below the water. Framed by the unidirectional sandblasted titanium bezel, and beneath a flat sapphire crystal, you have a sleek black sunray dial with horizontal striations running across its surface. The black sunray dial, in tandem with the sandblasted titanium, is rather monochromatic in aesthetic. But, I know, get ready to take a shot. The pop of color injected by the polar blue accents of the jumping seconds hand and squared hour indices creates a livening, subtle flair to its aesthetic. It means business, but it's ready for fun as well. Unlike the previous steel and carbon DLC model, it is important to note that the luminous material is limited strictly to the dial, just the hours and minutes hands, as well as the applied hour indices. In this instance, the bezel has no luminous material injected into it, nor are any elements of the timing scale luminous. But if we're being realistic though, 99% of us are not concerned with using the timing bezel, at least not at dark depths, all the way down in the ocean. Quick run through of the bracelet, it is made of the same grade 2 titanium as the case, with the same sandblasted finish, and its twin-triggered folding clasp has a comfort link adjustment system that allows you to add 7mm in length on the fly. Now, the striations across the dial are not merely for aesthetic purposes, although they do look nice and create a sort of boating feel, whether intentional or not. These tinted transparent slits actually allow sun and artificial light to charge the solar movement within the watch. Dubbed the caliber TH50-00, this movement, designed in partnership with La Joux-Perret, has no need for a battery change every few years. To power the watch for a full day only requires a mere 2 minutes of exposure to light. And after less than 20 hours, the battery will find itself fully charged with a power reserve of up to 6 months. Pull the crown out, the watch will even enter a power saving mode that will allow the watch to last 3.5 years before it needs a charge. Honestly though, I would just leave my watch by the window each evening so that when I wake up, it will already have basked in enough light to keep it going. But, if you're not going to take my advice, and should you somehow leave the watch in darkness long enough for the watch to stop ticking, it does only take 10 seconds under light to get it started again. Then simply go about your day, and the watch will continue to recharge itself over the course of daily wear. Again, if you're an absolute quartz snob, there's nothing anyone could say to persuade you this watch has a lot to offer. But for those willing to see reason, and are eager to own a watch with a truly luxurious build that has an industry-leading hassle-free quality to its performance, I would definitely recommend the Solargraph for your consideration. The TAG Heuer Aquaracer Professional 200 Solargraph has a retail price of $3,050 US dollars, or 4,300 Australian dollars. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the Time+Tide channel for all the latest watch news, reviews, and content. And, as always, I'll see you on the next one.